Hello and welcome to another Scotty Apex UK live stream. My name's Scott Newton, here for another round of the Apex Online Racing Formula Renault 2.0 Championships Season 7. Round number 3 here at Map Panorama. Going to be a very, very tricky circuit, especially with the close nature of the walls and also the huge field that we have on registered for the race today. So it should be a very, very interesting race today. Just coming up to the end of the practice session at the moment. Currently got just over 3 minutes left in uh, that particular session at the moment. It looks as though that Adam Tierney is quickest at the moment on 202.3. Very, very solid time for him. He's been one of the quicker drivers this season. Looking forward to seeing what I can do in terms of qualifying, and then in the race. I haven't had that much practice this week, but we'll see what we can make. Last week at Watkins Glen, put the car third on the grid. Pretty stoked with that, but happened to throw it away at the final corner on lap number 1. So yeah, not ideal, as that would have ranked me some solid points towards the overall championship and towards the tier championship. Uh, yeah, then coming into the sprint race, I started P2 at 26. So the way that works is the last car that finishes on the lead lap is the pole position for the sprint, and so starting in 26th, managed to work my way through the traffic and finish in P number 7. So that was a very, very solid result for me, and continues my run of podiums in the sprint races. But yeah, definitely looking to change it here. One of my home tracks this season, also Phillip Island, will be further on down in the season, probably 3 or 4 weeks away from that one. But yeah, just got to focus on this one at the moment. For those that are in the Twitch live stream, uh, enter exclamation mark live timing, and that will give you a complete rundown of where everyone is on track and their lap times. As I will be changing the overlay once the race or once my qualifying ends, so that it will be showing intervals and all that sort of thing. But and also exclamation mark timing info that will give you a complete rundown of what all of the coloured boxes and driver stripes on the left hand side of the overlay on the top left of the screen. Huge thanks to Pascal Higgeland for allowing me to use this piece of software. Um, so huge shout out to him. But, yeah, just as we're about to end the qualifying now, I'm just going to make sure that I've got the qualifying setup loaded, so that The first lap of a 2:03.1, not my best, but puts us provisionally fourth at the moment. Just have to wait for the tyres to come up a bit, I reckon. Oh, bit wide there. Jesus. Very close to the wall. That's going to cost me at least a 10th there. Much better run through there. That's what get me 202s hopefully.
Bring it in this lap.
Oh, that was very costly there. Might not be the front row, but I reckon it'll be at least an improvement. Top 5 at the moment, still pretty happy with that. Need to be at least, oh geez, before you're going to the top. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And I just bottled it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Keep it on the track. What are you doing? Manage that slow down as best you can, mate.
Yeah, it's definitely not what I wanted, but still 6th position at currently. I still got what is it? 5 minutes left of qualifying, so I'll just currently put that on. Yeah, definitely not what I wanted, especially being 2/10 off the optimal in the session. And another 1600 or just over a tenth and a half roundabout where the elbow is. I think that's sector 5 there. Running wide there. But some slow-mo replay while I get everything sorted for the live stream. But, yeah, it looks as though that Hoyer managed to take the overall pole position. So congratulations to him, Knowlton, alongside him, very, very close, 200th of a second. Tierney, third, to catch fourth. Phil Reid ran out in the top 5. Starting P9, ideally not where I wanted to be, but would have preferred to be further up the front, but as that setup overlay works now, thankfully. But still in the top 10, starting P4 in Tier 2. So we'll just have to see what we can make of it. Hopefully I can get past a few of these guys early on. And attrition works to my favour. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Congrats, Manuel.
Good luck, everybody.
For those who are on Twitch, exclamation mark live timing to view the complete field. So here we go.
Green, green, green.
Got a jump starter. I think it was Cortell in the back.
On your left. Stay right. Clear left. On your left. Slow car from the left, keep your eyes open.
Oh, was that Reid or Knowlton?
Stay right.
I might have been Knowlton, but I can't see any live timing at the moment. Must have been Knowlton because Reid's only just ahead, so an unfortunate start there for Knowlton. Yeah, this battling is allowing everyone else to get well up the road. Definitely don't want to go too wide through Skyline. It's 3 lap number 1. Jeez.
On your left.
Pretty hefty save there.
On your left. Clear left. On your left. Stay right. Clear left.
So everyone taking it easy in the first lap, but hopefully I'll be able to make up some positions again. I'll have to stay behind Bastamaki. Oh,
Stay right.
trouble up ahead.
Stay right.
Who was that? An Andre and... Oh, sorry. Yeah, an Eric Andre and... Was that McLeod or... Hopefully that hasn't taken out any others behind, but... So it looks as though that Bastamaki's about exactly or equidistant between myself and Morris now, but I reckon by the end of the chase he'll be up alongside. And he backs out for some reason. Not sure what that was all about, but maybe he must have felt that I was quicker. Might be able to have a go at Daniel. So currently sitting third at the moment in class or in the tier that I'm in. Which is fairly solid, but Manuel's already got a 10-second lead, which is not ideal. Definitely not ideal. The line that I took through by the Dipper, well, Skyline, and then which consequently made me go wide into the Dipper. I think Bastamaki's going to have a go, which is not ideal.
On your right. Still on the right. Clear right.
Sorry, 4-0. It's better run out of turn 1. Two, 3, 8 last time for Morris ahead.
Right car off on the left, keep your eyes open. Car stopped on the left.
To catch, having a few issues.
On your left. Clear left. 1
So it'll enable us to get a good run. I have a pretty strong tow already from Daniel.
On your left.
Be able to breeze past him hopefully.
Clear left.
So back up in 5th place.
Way to go, you're driving well.
Oh, bit of a slide out of the elbow. Very lucky there to be fair. Looking at probably a 3.5 lap time, I reckon, because I had a huge tow last lap, so maybe not. So, B2 and 3 at the moment battling quite heavily, that's why Manuel's got an 11-second lead, he's just monstering everyone at the moment. Yeah, 2:03.6 last time for Vasamaki, so not a shabby lap from him. He's really picked up the pace this week. Not sure where he's come from. He's doing well. How far's Nolden. Be quite far back. It's down in 17th, so once on the front row, he's down quite a bit. It's unfortunate for him. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at lap 1. See whether it was contact or just getting too much curb, because Griffin's been not a very nice corner if you get it wrong. Same with that one too. As you can see, this will cost me at least a second down here, I reckon. So looking at taking about 7 litres of fuel, eh? I suppose that early drafting helped a little bit. A couple of laps I was in draft, but normally you'd be taking it at about 10, so... Oh, jeez. What's that, manual's had a problem? Gonna adjust the fuel, I reckon. I reckon if I catch up to these people up ahead, yeah, I'll be pretty golden, I reckon, in terms of fuel. So .39 last time for, was it Reed? Oh, sorry, Tierney. Just up ahead. It looks as though I've had a few issues with the overlay, which is not the best, but see if I can reset it after the race, but apologies for that. I'll have to see if I can get it rectified. Looks like Osterkamp's out. Seems as though that the pace of the two ahead is held strong, so they're still battling, thankfully, so I'm able to catch up.
Start getting ready to bring her in. We've hit 5 laps.
As I said, Tierney's going in. A bit early, but maybe if he feels he can do an undercut on field. Whoa, just hitting that curb there, that's not good. Bit tight there, but still got away with it. Yeah, Manuel and Reed opened up the gap a little bit. Not ideal, but still sitting second. Effectively in class, and then 4th overall. Still pretty good. How much fuel I got? 5 litres. Probably got another 2, I reckon. Too wide, a little bit too wide there. That'll cost me. All the way up here as well.
Nice work, one at a time.
Three-2 for Morris last time around. Yeah, it's definitely plays. Yeah, I reckon it's been a solid year since I've done a pit stop around here, so I might pit in actually. It's costing me too much time, and then I should be able to jump out around P10, I reckon. Alright, so fuel 7.5 and no tires. Very quick stop.
On your right, clear right. On your right.
That log camp looks like.
Still on the right. Clear right.
Ideally I would have liked to have jumped him, but this will play right into the hands of Morris, I reckon. As long as I can stay close to Stephen, I'll be able to jump him and dunk Conrad. Been a little while since I've had traffic in front of me, so got a horrible run.
On your left. Stay right. Stay right.
Definitely want to avoid the middle of the track. There's the car will bottom out there.
Leaders on pit road.
So Hoyer's in. Buster Mark is in. Morris is in. It looks like Reed's out still, so he's taking the lead. The Tierney managed to jump us a bit. And Morris stayed behind, so we're roughly the same. Birdie's still got a pit, so I'm not worried too much about him. To be honest, I thought Morris would have jumped me, but must have had wing damage or took that little bit of extra fuel. It's very bumpy down there. Oh, Morris has had an issue, he's falling back. Must have spun at the dipper. Reed's on pits.
Now you're in fourth. Let's get after them. Come on.
So somehow I managed to jump Reed as well, which is good for us. I got 5 to go. That'll be a 20 lap race. So Morris is out, unfortunate for him, but yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes. I've crashed a few times this week at the dipper in official races and loads in practice, so I know exactly why he's out, so he must have flipped the ball or something. I haven't done one of those in a while. 3.
Drop to third. Keep it up, bud. Start getting ready to bring her in. We pit in 5 laps.
Yeah, reed's catching quite rapidly. Not ideal, but hopefully I'll be able to hold him off. Loads of people in the pits. Especially the attrition's been quite real today. That was a lot deeper than I would have liked. Gap's just blown out a little bit. Thankfully, reed must have run right at the elbow.
bring it in this lap.
Oh, Jesus. Reed's just outside of range, but he's falling away just a slight bit. So, I reckon he'll close up quite a lot. So, podium result, definitely stoked about that. Just across the line.
Car off on the left, keep your eyes open. That's it, mate. Checkered flag. We're all done.
Yeah, definitely stoked about that.
Really good. Well
Was
done.
that 25 points towards the overall championship? And second in the tier standing, so 28 points for that. So very, very stoked.
Yay, I live! Good race at the end there. Good race there, Dylan.
Bravo, Manuel, bravo.
Yes! Good win, Manuel.
I mean, tier 2 for Manuel Hoyer, come on.
So it looks as though it was contact between Harry and Kessler. So yeah, unfortunate for both of those drivers. Kessler finished 10th and Nolden finished 7th, so solid recovery from him.
Well done, survived.
So but yeah, this race is also broadcast on GSRC, so for those that are wanting to have a full overview of the race where everyone is, best heading over to the GSRC race channel, and you'll be able to check out the full coverage of the race. So, yeah, once I head back into the pits, I'll run through the full race results. Yeah, and well, fully deserve the race, to be fair. Way too quick. Tierney definitely deserved the second place. Reed was definitely challenging Tierney at the early part of the race, but must have had something go wrong in the pit stop, or he overshot the pit box, and that's what cost him the third place overall. But still solid for him to finish in second in his tier and fourth place overall.
Let's get all this stuff packed away.
Master Markey, very, very good job from him. It's been a little while since I've seen him up front, and yeah, fully deserved. Podium finish in tier 2, and the top 5 overall is very solid for him. But yeah, taking you through the race results. Manuel Hoyer takes the win. Only just under 8 tenths in front of Adam Tierney, Scotty Newton, finishing 5.7 seconds behind for the third place. Phil Reed fourth. Eunice Vastamaki in running at the top five. Bruno Domita finishing sixth. Kerry Norton, great recovery for him, finishes seventh. Dylan Shepherd, another Aussie in the series. Great to see more Aussies like myself competing in the series. He finishes eighth place. Ninth, Stephen Larkamp, and running at the top 10, a recovering Patrick Kessler. Tim Birdie finishes 11th. Evan Emre 12th. Knut Martinson 13th. So Force Fizzy 12th and 13th. Linus Stern. During D. Cortel finishes 14th to catch, running at the top 15. Not sure where his pace was, but finishing a minute 28 seconds behind. He must have had issues um, or just couldn't find the pace. Stefan Herman finishes 3 laps down, and it looks as though that we are running into the non-finishers. So Daniel Morris, Alexis Miraloso, Rene Osterkamp, Lawrence Sarek, Hugo Queenat, Lee Robinson, Sylvia Hurt, Sarah Dove, Alex Waldo, Eric Andre, and Ty McLeod. This part being for YouTube, the break between the sprint race and the feature race will be edited out just to save time. So I will catch you back in when the sprint race commences. So thanks very much for watching. Back once again for the Apex Online Racing Formula Renault 2.0 Season 7 sprint race. Feature race went way better than expected, to be fair. Podium result overall and second in Tier 2. So very, very happy with that. That's going to elevate me so much up in both in the tier championship and in the overall as well. I think 25 points going to myself, or it might be slightly higher than that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, 25-minute sprint race should be roughly 13 laps. So 20 litres will be enough, hopefully. Hopefully the overlay live timing should be working this time. I know that if you're doing exclamation mark live timing, that will have a complete rundown of the whole grid. But yeah, good luck to everyone that is tuning in, and thanks very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the live stream or the video on YouTube, as this will be posted after the race. But, heading out onto the grid and seeing what we can make of it. Starting P13 to catch on pole position. I reckon he'll be a strong candidate for the win. Bertie starting 5th. Around the guys that I am, it's going to be very, very tough, to say the least. Oh, great. Forgot to select the first gear, so that's gone well. All I've been doing is looking at the back of Hoyer's car this start of this race, so see if I can cover Stefan at least. Oh, bit of understeer there. Even with the tyre warmers, it's still a little bit cold. Well, that's the way that it feels at the moment. Yeah, apologies for that. Not having the sound there, but hopefully I'll be able to edit it in post for those that are on the live stream. But yeah, setting P15, I reckon now.
On your right. Still on the right. Clear right.
What to make of this? 3 wide. Not very good.
On your left. Stay right. Stay right. Clear left.
That's going to allow Tierney to fall back. Hopefully I'll be able to capitalise on that.
Stay right.
With him in the tow, this is not going to end well, I think.
Stay right. Clear left. On your left. Stay right. Clear left.
Whoa. Yeah, since having reset the server app, hasn't got any live intervals at the moment, so... Whoa! That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna have to let everyone go past, which is really annoying. I reckon I've got wing damage too, which is not gonna help my cause. Let's see what sort of top speed I can still achieve, but I reckon it'll be down. Yeah, it's going to be way down on what I can normally achieve. So... you can just pit. No fuel. No tires. Oh. I'll see whether that fast repair activated, but I don't think it did. So I had it, I didn't touch it, so we'll see whether that is still the case, but we will find out. Heading down Conrod. Going too deep into Skyline, that's not what you want. Just trying to make up too much time.
Okay, come on, keep her on the track. Manage that slow down as best you can, mate.
It's just like Hugo's had an incident somewhere, so won't be gaining too many positions. I think top 16 earned points in the sprint race. Someone's had a moment at the dipper.
Car stopped ahead.
Oh, it's Waldo again. He's had a couple issues there today. It's definitely unfortunate for him, but see how I can navigate Hugo. What's he gonna do?
On your left.
Yeah, that fast repair is definitely fixed because of the fact that I'm already reaching 237.
Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
But Daniel's in the pits again, so he must have had another issue. We're sitting 20th at the moment.
Car stopped ahead.
That's it, baby. I'm out. I just spotted called stay right, but yeah, I think Sarah just went to the right, and that's the way it goes, I think. So bent front suspension, which put us out of the race, but yeah, definitely an unfortunate way to end. But yeah, just gonna have a look at that on replay now. But, see what happened to Sarah actually. So just going through the cutting, and yeah, the car just went around on her. Unfortunate, yeah, she's trying to gather it back up. So not the best of places, and yeah, unfortunate that's probably when the spotter called right, stay right, and yeah, turns out I just couldn't get around it, and yeah, unfortunate for the both of us. But I just saw. That's all good. Sorry. Yeah, I just spotter called stay right, and yeah, unfortunately you were there, but yeah, it's a pretty blind corner, and I don't think I would have been able to miss you. So yeah, sorry about the contact there.
Yeah, Mosport is just like in the middle of the track, so Mosport is like right and then right, so that's why I was. Sorry.
No, that's all good. Yeah, I suppose it's on to the next race now. Yeah, I wish everyone the best. I got front suspension damage, so that's all good.
I'm sorry.
Use the faster path.
I already did.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I spun at Skyline on lap 1, so...
Double sorry.
Well, that was interesting.
But, yeah, I reckon that's going to conclude it, I think. Not sure whether you get 2 fast repairs, because that is very strange if you do. Yeah, I'm out, and I'm several laps behind, so, yeah, I'm going to call it, I think, for the race. Thank everyone for tuning in. It's been greatly appreciated for your support. If you're on YouTube, please consider subscribing to catch the following races in the AOR 2.0 Formula Runner 2.0 series. I'm just going to find out when and where the next race is. Apologise for the present screen for 1 second. We are at it's one of the European tracks next, I think. Bring up the calendar now. We're actually at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, so next week we'll be at Mosport. It's a quite fast and flying track. It's a very short lap, to be fair, relative to this track. I'd say about a 1 minute 15 average lap time between the field, depending on weather and all that sort of thing. Looking at this, it's going to be afternoon conditions, but with the dynamic weather in the Thursday night practice for the European guys, just have to wait and see how practice is going to go. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope to see you next week for round number 4 of the AOR Formula Runner 2.0 series at Mosport. So I thank you very much, and I will catch you later. Cheers.